All right, so we actually have a pretty busy day today. A lot of stuff to cover. We have the free-to-play cooler. We have the Zenkai Awakening for the red DBS Frieza, and then we have the equip for Super Gogeta. And on top of that, there's some other stuff actually we also have coming today as well. So let's start by going over Cooler, the new free-to-play character coming today. Green! Interesting. We haven't seen a green character in a long time, so I'm glad this guy's green. All right, well, he's a melee type. Stats. Oh my, dude, those defenses are horrid. Those are pretty bad. I guess it could be worse. He's like 170-ish to both for a free character. I mean, that's kind of what Full Power Frost is at, huh? Full Power Frost is kind of like the same defenses. Offensively, he's got like mid 250s to strike. Lineage of Evil, powerful opponent, event exclusive. Normal strike and blast, death beam, massive damage, special move damage, 30% activation. On hit, draws up to 3 cards. 40 key enemy strike damage, received 30%, cancels enemies' attribute upgrades, inflict enemy with heavy bleed. I like blue cards that give you a full hand. That's pretty good. I don't, nothing crazy on this. So this is actually the same green card that the green cooler has. This is like a comboable long range green, which is decent, I guess, for a free character. On hit, so this does nothing on activation, nothing. When you land this, he draws a blue card, and then he draws another card. 50 key, 30% special move damage, enemy damage received 20%, enemy health restoration minus 20%. This really needed Covenant or something. You can't release long-range green cards, AoE green cards, melee green cards without having some kind of cover null or sub-count up. Because you land this with, you land this with Cooler, and then what? You're basically forced to use the blue. I guess that's what they want you to do with this. Like, you land this, they're forcing you into using the blue after this. I mean, they're literally, it's presenting you a dinner plate of ways to capitalize on the blue, right? You're getting the blue card, you're getting 50 key, you're getting extra damage in the blue card. All right, so they just want you to combo this into the blue, sure. The only problem with that is it only happens once. So what happens when you use this the second time? It's gonna become tough to capitalize on that. All right, main ability, draws up to 2 cards if hand is 3 or fewer cards, 40 key, critical rate 20%, uncancelable. Ally subcount -5, I like that. Also for ally tag Lineage of Evil or event exclusive or movies allies, health plus 20% and then permanent 30% damage. Okay, that's good. Permanent support for LOE characters. Z ability is LOE event exclusive or movies, 33% to strike attack and strike defense. Starter ability, 250% damage, 150% damage guard, 40 key recovery, and +1 draw speed. 150% damage guard, you might as well have 0. On battlefield entry, draws 1 card if hand has 3 or fewer, health plus 10%, key plus 20. On card draw, key plus 10, damage plus 15. Okay, so kind of like green Angel Golden Frieza or like green Goku Black, similar effect to that. After strike/blast art's use, if hand has 1 card or fewer, draws up to 2 cards, nullifies special cover changes. Yeah, that's not great. On strike/blast arts hit, enemy health restoration -20%, enemy key recovery -10%. All enemy subcounts +2. That's decent. When on battlefield, an enemy switches, damage guard +10. Oh my god, that's so bad. Enemy arts cost +10 is okay, I guess. When hit by enemy arts, damage guard... That is... Oh my god. When hit by enemy arts, damage guard plus 10%. Yes. So you take 80% of your health in 1 strike card, so you can get 10% damage guard. That sounds great. While not defeated, an enemy activates special move ultimate awakened arts. Nullifies damage received... Nullify damage received element... Okay, so he's typed neutral defensively and lowers the power by 30%. Yeah, this guy sucks. This guy is terrible. Oh my, he's awful. I'm sorry, he's terrible. I don't know why. Why are they so afraid of making like good free characters? I don't know. All right, let's take a look at the Zenkai. This could be toxic territory right here. Let's see. Okay, display max stats. Okay, actually not a crazy blast attack stat. Remember, we're going to take 13,000 off for the arts boost. So this guy's going to be at 269 strike attack and 279 blast. 279 blast for a Zenkai character is really not that good. Defenses are decent. He's going to be like just shy of 190,000 to both. That's solid. This guy is on movies. He is on Lineage of Evil. The one exclusion this character has is he's not on Powerful Opponent because he's from the Broly movie. All right, normal strike and blast. The blue card is Surprise Death Beam. This is a melee blue, by the way. Damage guard penetration 100%. Okay. Automatically, this is insane. Automatically, this is ridiculous. This must have already had this. Let me actually just pull up his existing kit because there's no way they wouldn't just give him that, right? This must have already had that. Let me just check. So this Frieza's blue card before Zenkai. Yeah, 100% to enemy sustained damage cut effects. So there was no way they were just gonna give him that. That's yeah. I actually didn't even realize he had that. That's pretty good. One of the reasons why a lot of these older characters can't compete at all is just because the damage guard numbers are too high. But if you have something like this, you don't care about that. On hit, obscure enemy hand. That's obviously new. Okay, well, he's obscuring on the blue. All right, here we go. I would be aghast if they buffed this green card. On activation, draws a card, cancels enemies' buff effects, prevent enemy switching. Wow. You know why that's so stupid? Because you just drop combo into this. You drop combo into this green, and if your opponent vanishes, you just rush. You just rush, right? Drop combo, long range green. This is a short. I'm pretty sure this. Actually, I'm not 100. Actually, I'm actually not 100% sure if this is a shorter animation or not. I think it is. I have to test that because I don't remember actually. Usually, when it comes to long range priority gaining green cards, they are long animations, but this is not a priority gaining green card. This is more like the solar flare. I don't think this is a long animation, but I'll have to test this. I am shocked that they gave him this. Another reason why this is so stupid is because if you're the person receiving this, you would want, obviously, to switch into a character that would be immune to abnormal conditions, like Namek Goku, right? Namek Goku for the first 60 counts is immune to abnormal conditions. So you'd want to switch into Namek Goku to become immune to the paralysis, because this also has a 100% chance to paralyze. But you can't do that because it locks you in. It's really dumb. All right, the Nova Storm. This deals massive damage, restores health by 40%, destroys entire enemy hand, and then cancels attribute upgrades and buff effects. So they actually just added the buff effects part to this. That does not. This did not have that prior to Zenkai. All right, let's go over to the abilities. Main. I have like a million things doing it at the same time. I apologize. All right, let me just make sure I have this pulled up on the screen. Draws a sports card, stores key by 50. Okay, that goes up from 30. Ultimate damage plus 50%. That goes up from 30, and it now is uncancelable. Cancels attribute downgrades. Is that new? Yeah, that is new, actually. And then all enemies get -2 card draw speed for 15 counts. That could be kind of annoying. Okay, they actually buffed this decently. Z ability is Sagas from the Movies or Lineage of Evil, 35% to blast attack and defense. And then Lineage of Evil gets an additional 18% strike defense. There's no way. This guy's got to be buffing Red LOE, right? Yeah. Red LOE is the Zenkai ability. Starter ability, damage. Oh, that's awful. That is terrible. Oh my god, that is horrible. He's got to have other stuff in his kit somewhere. 170% damage, 100% damage guard, card draw speed, and then Dragon Ball protection for 60 counts. This is bad. This is bad. Straight up, this is terrible. Okay, I mean, let's see what else he's got. On battlefield entry, draws special arts next 2 times. Okay, they buffed this from once. It used to be only 1 time. Key plus 20. Also, based on number of Dragon Balls, 3 through 6 gets 30%, and then 7 gets 50. Still not enough. Ignoble Extermination. On strike / blast arts hit gets 10 key. Ally subcounts -1 3 times. That's new. Enemy damage received plus 25%. Enemy health restoration -50. That's good. Health restoration down is good. But that already existed on this guy's kit. On blast arts hit, this is new, I think. Next activated blue card damage plus 10%. Up to 30%. Enemy key -50. Enemy key recovery -30%. Yeah, this could be annoying. When not defeated and 1 Dragon Ball is gained, 20% damage, cover null for 5 counts, sub counts -1. On return to standby, 10% health, and he's supporting. So you use the green card to gain a Dragon Ball. You're getting damage. I mean, this is obviously more so meant to be used in the middle of a combo, right? You have a Dragon Ball on your blast card. You click the blast card, and you're getting cover null damage. And he's reducing his own sub count, huh? So if you theoretically, you enter the battlefield with this character with 0 Dragon Balls. During the time when this guy's on the battlefield, you gain 7 Dragon Balls with this character. He swaps out. He can swap back in 3 counts, right? Because he's lowering his sub counts by 7. Okay. Vanishing Step. He gets getting 20 key. 100% vanish. That's interesting. And then all arts cost -5. When hit by enemies' arts. Health plus 10%, all enemies strike, blast, special move, arts power -15%. Yeah, my issue with this character is, yeah, he seems toxic as hell. But he's going to get one shot. I mean, 100% damage guard is actually, like, literally, it is so low. It is literally nothing. Because he doesn't get damage guard anywhere else, right? That's the one problem here. You can't sub into this guy and eat any hits, right? This bottom thing here, when hit by enemies' arts, like, yeah, he's healing 10%, he's lowering their power, he's dead. He gets hit once, he's dead. I mean, clearly he's not meant to be a tank, though. I mean, it's duh. 170% damage here. He's getting another 50%, assuming you have a full set of Dragon Balls. That's 220. He's stacking damage whenever he gains a Dragon Ball. He's supporting. He definitely seems to be more of like a slippery, utility, damage, annoying character. And if you catch this guy once, he's in trouble. That's the kind of character he looks like. We'll see. We'll see. You definitely don't want this guy taking any hits, though. That's for sure. Okay. Let's go take a look at some equips. So we should have new co-op equip, new PvP equip, and we should have the equip for Gogeta. Okay, here's the new PvP equip. It's King Cold. This is Lineage of Evil, 15% strike attack, 10% health, 20% strike attack, and then 10% of pure strike if this character is battle style melee type. Yeah, this is just like I don't want to say it's a better version of that Fusion Warrior equip that we just got. Where's that Fusion Warrior equip? It's the Super Vegeta. I don't know where it is. I'm just missing it. You guys know what I'm talking about. The Super Vegeta one we just got for PvP. This is similar. The only difference is that Super Vegeta equip had 12% health, but it had less strike attack. This one is giving 45% to base strike, whereas the Vegeta one gave 30. Look how ridiculous. Look at this. Oh, sorry. No, this is... No, so I thought it was 30. This is 35% strike attack. This is giving 35% base strike instead of 30%. Yeah, so I mean, I would say the Vegeta one is better by quite a bit, actually. Where is that Vegeta equip? Where is Vegeta equip? Here we go. This one. Yeah, this one is giving 30% to base strike, 15% pure strike, and 12% health. Yeah, that Vegeta one is just better. Because it's giving 15% pure too. Yeah, this is worse than the Vegeta one. But it's still decent. Still decent. Here's the co-op equip. We got another full power Frieza equip here. Lineage of Evil. Slot 1 is either 25% to base strike or blast defense. Probably at this point. What's better right now, strike or blast defense? I actually probably would say blast defense just because the death beam is blast, and also Frieza is more of a blast character. I think blast defense actually, a rare situation where blast defense I think is actually a little bit more valuable than strike. Although most other characters right now are strike based, but I think just the fact that Frieza's blast is probably more beneficial right now. Slot 2, 12% to base strike attack, 15% to pure strike defense when 3 battle members are LOE, and then the same exact thing with third slot. Definitely not a crazy one. This is not really something I think you're going to need to, go out of your way to farm tons of. This is like a, I'm probably just going to even farm like 2 of these and then be done. 12% to base offenses, and then... Is there a reason that slot 1 wasn't just both of those? Why are they making you choose one of them? This wouldn't be broken. Yeah, I don't know. It seems alright. Alright, and then we have Gogeta's. Let me just do a quick scan. I don't think there's anything else in here. Yeah. Next week we'll get a new Awakened equip. Alright, I will just tell you guys right now, this has to be the single best equipment in the game by a country mile. This needs to have like 250% damage minimum on it. 180% damage. Like, this has to have by far the most stats we've ever seen on any equip. Not even close. Let's see. This is for Red Super Gogeta. All right. 20%. Oops, there goes my cord. 20% base health. Hello. 100% base stats. Okay, decent. Inflicted damage, 185%. Yeah, that ain't even close. Damage guard, 160%. I'm even a little bit skeptical on that, but it seems decent. Base key recovery, 50%. Restores on health by 10% when this character enters the battlefield. On strike / blast arts hit, damage plus 10% for 10 counts. That's kind of interesting. Okay. On battlefield entry, the following effects occur. Draws 4 cards. 50 key. Cover null for 5 counts. Enemies Dragon Balls -1 3 times. I am going to say this inflicted damage number needed to be like 250% minimum. I understand he's stacking. I understand he's getting 100% base stats in slot 1. I understand he's getting a full hand of cards here. I just think this is too low. I think it's just too low. This guy's got like conditional damage in his kit. He's got damage based on how many allies are dead. I mean, I don't know. He's got like no disrupt anywhere in his kit. He's just an old kit. I mean, obviously this is the best equip in the game. I mean, there's no question. This is the best equip in the game, probably across any character. It's got to be, right? I don't think it's enough, unfortunately. Slot 3 is really good though. Cover null, full hand, and key. Like, what's going to happen? You guys want to know what's going to happen? This guy's going to sub in. He's going to get a full hand. He's getting 50 key, and he's getting cover null. The enemy is going to swap to Frieza, and this character's going to have 0 key. That's what's going to happen. We'll have to see. I mean, I obviously want to test this guy out, but I'm thinking this is not enough. Thinking it's not enough. You know what else he needed here? You know what I would have given him in slot 3? immune to attribute downgrades for 5 counts. Because you give him that, and you doesn't have to worry about all the cost increase nonsense that the Frieza Saga team is doing. That's what I think is going to hurt this unit a lot. We will see. Okay, so that is kind of the content in game for this week. I do also want to just swap over quickly to Chrome, because I do want to show some of the data mines, because there's some other stuff in here as well. So we got the Frieza card sleeves. We have some of these splash images for the new campaign. You'd make a worthy addition to my clan. Let me actually pull these up in separate windows here just so we can see. I can make this better quality, but let's just quickly scan through these. Prove your excellence and receive King Colt's favor. This is just like the overall image of what we're getting this month. We have the free-to-play cooler. We have a new art for Mecha Frieza here. There's a Planet Earthfather. Destroy Earthlings every day and get awesome rewards. This, I think, is just going to be like a daily thing that you just play through these stages. This is probably going to be like a PvP message or something. We'll see. Mecha Frieza image there. Raid versus Cooler Movie Goku. By the way, I'm pretty sure this starts next week. Let me actually just check something. Do we know when this starts? Because this raid is still going on for another week. Upcoming. Is that not here? We have co-op? Yeah, I don't... That raid isn't even up. And it's not... Yeah. I would imagine because the current raid is going for another week, this is not starting until next week. Right? Are we going to have 2 consecutive raids going up at the same time? It's not an upcoming... I don't know why it's not in here. This is interesting, though. Cooler Movie Goku, huh? We have happy bags. This is what I wanted to show as well. Typically, I would say that if you're a spending player, this is one of the best places to spend money. If you don't mind spending money on the game, this is the best value for your CC. Or sorry, the best value for your dollar in this game. The only thing I would say is this year is a bit different. Take a look at the lineup. Like... You pull Vegito Blue, you pull Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you pull Rose, you pull Broly, you pull Omega, you pull Goku, you pull Gotenks. What are you actually doing with any of these characters right now? For collection, I can understand summoning on this. But I will be summoning on this, okay? Experience the summoning through me. Live vicariously through me summoning. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. But yeah, it looks like we'll be getting these happy bags in here as well. Ultra Summer. What is this? Ultra Summer Pack on sale. A special pack filled with items including Ultra Multi-Z Power and Legends Limited Multi-Z Power. I'm wondering... I mean, next week's going to be an LF, right? I think. Unless they're doing a Mega Rising in the middle of the month, which we haven't seen in like a year and a half. Because I'm thinking we could just use this. Right? I could just use this for the next LF character. And then the World Championship stuff is getting announced. Road to Champion missions. Get ahead of the pack and need to become the world's strongest. They're announcing the results of the phase 1 today or whatever. Title screen is King Cold. He's coming out next week. And then here's the happy bag stuff. Here's the Zenkai for Frieza. Here's the new equips we just looked at. Yeah, this is a PvP message. Okay, I was wondering what this was. And that's it, I think. Another new PvP message is Super Saiyan Goku. We have the kits we took a look at already. Actually, what is this? Make sure to complete the daily missions every day. You can get 1,000 CC every 4... This is just the stamps, right? There's literally nothing different about this, right? I don't think. Isn't this just like what the daily stamps already do? I'm pretty sure. So this is just them advertising it again. So that's it. Let me know what you guys think about this week's update. Again, pretty good off week. We got a decent amount of content here. And then next week should be a LF with 1% sparking King Cold. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one.